Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model. Today I'll be doing a review on the Gemini Jets Air New Zealand Airbus A320 featuring the Sharklets in their white Fern livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. I purchased this model from Choice Toys, whose store is based out of Overland Park, Kansas, here in the United States of America, and his website address is www.choicetoysinc.com. But first, allow me to share some information about the history of Air New Zealand, if you would please. Air New Zealand was established as TIL, better known as Tasman Empire Airways Limited, on April 26, 1940. Then in 1953, the Australian government purchased 50% of Tasman Empire Airways Limited, TIL, while the remaining 50% was acquired by the New Zealand government. Then fast forward to 1961. That's when the New Zealand government purchased the Australian government's half share of the airline, and eventually the airline was renamed on April 1st, 1965 to what has become known today as Air New Zealand. Air New Zealand is the national flag carrier airline for the country of New Zealand, whereas the corporate headquarters of Air New Zealand is located in a building called the Hub, which is located approximately 12 miles from Auckland International Airport in the Central Business District section of Auckland, New Zealand, while the airline's main hub and base of operations is located on the grounds of Auckland International Airport, which is located approximately 13 miles south of the Auckland city center near Mangaree, which is a residential suburb located in the southern part of Auckland, New Zealand. Air New Zealand also has operational hub located at Wellington International Airport, located in Wellington, New Zealand, and Christchurch International Airport, located in Christchurch, New Zealand. Air New Zealand's focus cities are located at Sydney Kingsford Smith Airport, located in Sydney, Australia, and Los Angeles International Airport, located in Los Angeles, California. Air New Zealand currently flies to 52 destinations in 19 countries and territories across Asia, Europe, North America, South America, and Oceania, with an operating fleet of 56 aircraft that includes 30 Airbus A320s, in which 13 of those are the Airbus A320s featuring the Sharklet Wingtip device. And in addition to the 56 aircraft that currently operates in the Air New Zealand fleet, Air New Zealand also has unfulfilled orders for an additional 17 more aircraft, which includes 9 Airbus A320neos and 4 Airbus A321neos. And those aircraft, as we speak, are currently on back order and are awaiting delivery. And as of May 2018, or at the time of this video review posting, Air New Zealand currently operates as a certified 4-star airline carrier according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine. And the Airbus destination code for Air New Zealand on this particular aircraft is 32. Alright everyone, let's take a look at the front of the box. You see here where you see the engraved Gemini 200 decal right there, the Air New Zealand title, as well as the airline's logo, the computer generated picture of the aircraft type, the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model information, as well as the item number information at the lower part of the box. Now you're looking at the back of the box where you see more Gemini Jets information, including their Facebook, social media page information at the back of the box as well. Now you're looking at the top of the box where you see the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal, as well as the warning information at the top of the box. Now you're looking at the bottom of the box, which consists of a flap where you see the Gemini 200 engraved gold decal, as well as their website information, where you can go to their website page, which is www.geminijets.com. Now you're looking at the left side of the box where you see all the Gemini Jets information featuring the computer generated picture of the aircraft, the aircraft type, as well as the item number information. Now you're looking at the right side of the box, the same information on the left side of the box that I showed you earlier on. Okay. Now you're looking at this model at the front of the box, but I got it and laid down here on the table. And you see, because the reason is it's the flap right here. I'm going to show you that right there. Flip that up like that. And what you see is the partial foaming right there. And you see what you see there is the tripod stand. Like I said, I will no longer do the model reviews with tripod stands. I got an alternative substitute stand for that. Okay. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and take this black foam off here and let you see the model. Check it out. There's the model inside of the packaging box, as you can see. I'm going to go ahead and take this model out, all right? Now you're looking at the alternative substitute model stand that I'm going to do to display the model on here. You see there, which I feel is more strong and sturdy and structured better than the tripod stand in my blunt but accurate opinion. It's kind of sturdy. And then you see the black padding there. The purpose of that black padding there, folks, is to prevent your model from being damaged or scratched. That's the purpose of that black padding on that model stand. Now, with all that information out of the way about the history of Air New Zealand, all the details here on this box here, the packaging, plus the substitute alternative model stand, plus the model inside of the packaging box. With no further ado, everyone, here is the model out of the packaging box. Check it out. There it is, everyone, the Gemini Jets Air New Zealand Airbus A320 featuring the Sharklets in the white Fern livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. Allow me to share some information about the Air New Zealand Airbus A320 featuring the Sharklet Wingtip device and how it was acquired in their fleet. Air New Zealand became the actual launch customer of this aircraft type, the Airbus A320 featuring the Sharklet Wingtip device, as Air New Zealand took delivery of its first of 13 Airbus A320s featuring the Sharklets that the airline had placed orders for back on November 16, 2009 at the Dubai Air Show. 4 years later, on June 17, 2013, and the first aircraft of this type to enter the Air New Zealand fleet actually bears the registration ship number ZK-OKA. And at the time of this video review posting, only 13 of the 30 Airbus A320s that are currently operating in the Air New Zealand fleet actually have the Sharklets installed on its aircraft. Now let's talk about the livery on this aircraft. This is the current livery scheme of Air New Zealand, which is called the White Fern livery scheme, which was unveiled on June 12, 2013. And the first aircraft that began sporting this livery scheme was an Airbus A320, which bears the registration ship number ZK-OXB, which is this aircraft here. The White Fern livery is the second iteration of Air New Zealand's new corporate branding that was first revealed in July 2012 in conjunction with the $20 million marketing campaign with Tourism New Zealand. And while most of Air New Zealand's fleet is currently sporting this unique livery scheme, the airline also has a smaller number of signature aircraft that's been painted in the all-black version, as this livery scheme has been the airline's official signature trademark livery look ever since 2013. So, with all that information out of the way about the aircraft, how they came to launch customers of this aircraft, as well as the White Fern livery scheme you see on this particular aircraft, with no further ado, allow me to show you all the details on this aircraft model. Shall we? Let's check it out. Alright, we're going to start at the front of the aircraft on the port side, where we're going to see the gears right here. The nose gear real little chipped off there, but no big deal there. The nose gear struts, the nose gear door with the partial registration ship number XB. You also see the pitot tubes and the stag ports, what have you. The nose cone, the windshield wipers, as well as the cockpit windows. I'll give you a better visual view of those later on in the review. But this little decal here between the cockpit windows and the L1 door, that is the Star Alliance decal, and Air New Zealand joined the Star Alliance on May 3rd, 1999, which consists of 27 airline members from 5 inhabited continents. And this alliance includes Air Canada, Lufthansa, SAS Scandinavian Airlines System, Thai Airways International, and United as the 5 founding members. And you see the Air New Zealand titles right there. And then you see the engines right here, the nice little engines right there. These are the IAE V2527-A5 engines that are used on this particular Air New Zealand Airbus A320 aircraft featuring the Sharklet wingtip device. Okay, you also see the engine cones right there. You also got a better visual of the landing bogey gears here on the port side, as well as the landing gear doors. Now I'm going to turn this aircraft model around, let you see the front of the engines. And sad to tell you, the turbofan blades do not spin, but I'm going to let you check them out anyway. Now you look at the front of these engines from the front angle on the port side, featuring the engine strikes here. And correction, they do the turbofan blades do spin. Check it out. Okay, it's a little challenging here, but yeah, it do spin. You see there, it don't spin much, but it spins though. It's all good though. Now I'm gonna take it to the starboard side, let you see the engines over there. Now you're looking at the engine on the starboard side, featuring the engine stripes and the turbofan blades spin over here as well. Yeah, they spin. Yeah, there you go. It spins a little bit. It's a little challenging, but you got the idea, okay? As well as the landing bogey gears here on the starboard side. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft, where you got a view of the partial registration ship number above the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the nose cone, the nose gear lights inside the nose gear doors, nose gear struts, as well as the nose gears. So with that said, I'm going to take it back to the port side of the aircraft, because there's more information to share with you as well. Let's check it out. Alright, we're still on the port side of the aircraft, where you see these blended winglets, better known as the Sharklet wingtip device here, featuring the red navigation light. Back in 2009, Airbus came up with another creative name for these blended winglets, as you can see here, which the company decided to call them the Sharklets, which is designed to enhance payload range performance, resulting in less fuel consumption at the same time. Of course, you know, Air New Zealand became the first airline to have these Sharklet wingtip devices installed on the Airbus A320 aircraft back in 2012. Okay, and now you see the Air New Zealand logo that's displayed on this Sharklet wingtip device right here. This is Air New Zealand's logo, which is called the Maori Koru, which is actually a Fern plant that signifies new life, growth, strength, peace, and renewal. This logo can also be displayed on the tail fin of the aircraft. Check it out. There, as well as inside the Sharklet wingtip device. Check it out. There it is. Ain't it beautiful? Awesome. Now we're at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, where it's mostly black now, where you see the nice little big Fern plant that's on that back of the aircraft here. And then you see the registration ship number right there by the Fern plant. Registration ship number ZK-OXB. Registration ship number ZK-OXB. This was the first aircraft that actually begun sporting the airline's current white Fern livery scheme that's displayed on this aircraft when it was first unveiled on June 12, 2013. It was also the second Airbus aircraft of this type to enter the Air New Zealand fleet. And the first test flight on this aircraft took place on June 28, 2013 and was delivered to Air New Zealand on July 19, 2013. Now you're looking at the back of the aircraft here, where you see the airline's logo painted on the black tail fin of the aircraft, which I mentioned earlier is called the Maori Koru. This is a Fern plant. Pretty impressive. Now you're looking at the back of the aircraft, where you see the Apu Exhaust, which stands for Auxiliary Power Unit. And there's a hole there, but it's not a real hole. That one's just painted in there, okay, as you can see there. As well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Check it out. There it is, everyone. The Air New Zealand Airbus A320 featuring the Sharklet wingtip device and the white Fern livery scheme and the 1/2" scale mount from the rear view angle. Now we're at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you see the nose gears, the nose gear struts, the nose gear door with the partial registration ship number on there, XB. You see the front bulk bin door, as well as the pewter tube and the static ports, what have you, the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the Star Alliance decal, as well as the Air New Zealand titles right there, as well as the IAE V2527-85 engines right there, featuring the engine cone there, as well as the landing bogey gears here on the starboard side, featuring the landing gear doors. Now looking at the Sharklet wingtip device here on the starboard side, featuring the airline's logo, the Maori Koru, displayed on the Sharklet wingtip device, painted in white and black, as well as the green navigation light. Now you're looking at the back of the aircraft here on the starboard side, which is all black, and you see the rear bulk bin door here, the AFT bulk bin door here, the white Fern plant displayed on the back of the aircraft here, the registration ship number, as well as the airline's logo, which is called the Maori Koru, which is displayed on the tail fin of the black tail fin of that aircraft. Check it out. There it is, folks. Ain't it beautiful? Now, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, I'm going to let you check out one feature, which is the rolling gears. The gears roll pretty good. And then it tilts by itself. The nose gears, you can see there, it swivels somewhat by itself. Okay, there it goes. Alright, so with that being said, allow me to show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model. Let's check it out. Now you're looking at this the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model. We're going to start at the front. We see the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the partial registration ship number above the cockpit windows. You see the antennas there. You see the Air New Zealand titles on both sides. You see the anti-collision beacon light right there. Another antenna. A couple more antennas there. The tail. The horizontal stabilizers. You see this dot on the horizontal stabilizers there, as well as over there. Those are the illuminator lights that light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check out the wings. You got the wing walkway there, the engines there, as well as the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you. There's the warning information right there, as well as the Sharklet wingtip device with the airline's logo painted on the wingtip device. Let's check out this side here. Got the wing walkway over here, the engines, as well as the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you. And then there's the Sharklet wingtip device featuring the airline's logo on this side here as well. Now you're looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft, where you see the nose cone, the Peter 2 static ports, the closed nose gear door, as well as the open nose gear door, the nose gear. See the Gemini Jets title there, the anti-collision beacon light there in the belly, the hole where the stand goes in at, the antenna, the pressure relief valves, as well as the APU housing doors right there, the horizontal stabilizers there underneath. And then you got the gears here. And you come here, the engines there, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you underneath, the registration ship number, as well as the Sharklet wingtip device. Now let's check out this side here. See the gears there, the engines there underneath, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you, as well as the Sharklet wingtip device with the airline's logo painted on the Sharklet wingtip device on this side of the aircraft. Alright, since I'll show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in its entirety, I'm going to put it on that alternative substitute model stand. So with no further ado, here is the model on the stand. Check it out. Okay, finally got this model on the stand. Pretty impressive on here, to say the least, though. Now you're seeing this model being displayed in the takeoff landing position with the model on the stand here on the port side. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft in a takeoff landing position with the model on the stand. Now you're looking at this model being displayed in a takeoff landing position with the model on the stand on the starboard side. And finally, you're seeing this model in a takeoff landing position from the tail cam angle. Alright. Since there's no gear replacements for this model, I'm going to go ahead and take this model off the stand and then go ahead and wrap up this model review, alright? Let's talk about the seating configuration on this aircraft. Air New Zealand has two configured cabin layout versions that they use on their Airbus A320s, domestic and international. However, on this particular Air New Zealand Airbus A320 featuring the Sharklets, which is the domestic configured version, it seats 171 passengers in a single class configured cabin layout. Here's the breakdown, everyone, from rows 1 to 29, which will be from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You have 171 economy class seats. However, rows 1 to 12, which will be from here to about right here, are considered space plus seats, which turns to total 171 seats. And finally, Air New Zealand currently employs their Airbus A320s on routes from Auckland, Tapia, Faleolo, Christchurch, Dunedin, Dunedin, sorry about that, Dunedin, Gold Coast, Nadi, Niue, Nuku Alofa, Queenstown, Wellington, and Rarotonga, sorry about that, Christchurch to Auckland, Brisbane, Gold Coast, Melbourne, Queenstown, Sydney, and Wellington, and from Wellington to Auckland, Christchurch, Dunedin, Melbourne, Queenstown, and Sydney. Well, everyone, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model or you plan on getting it, if you can find it. At the time of this review posting, Troy's Toys had at least one left. As far as I'm concerned, all the other deals are pretty much sold out of this model. So if you can get your hands on it, please do so. This is a pretty unique looking model though. I'm glad I finally got my hands on it. So with that said, please take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more model content coming. Peace.